Welcome back to the Mana Pool. In this video, let's talk about the Witchdoctor and its kit, along with some commentary on things I could have done better in the first ever Witchdoctor match from the last video. Personally, I do believe Witchdoctor has the highest skill cap out of the healers due to the nature of its kit. To start, let's talk about the primary attack, which is an electric-based attack that will snap to multiple targets around your reticle. If you've played Overwatch, this is very similar to Winston's primary fire. However, this weapon does have a charge, which you can see just to the right of your reticle. Once this bar hits the bottom, it will need to recharge a bit before you can continue attacking. The Doc's next ability is going to be a short-range tether that heals the target for about 50% of their maximum HP and has 2 stacks. I do feel like this could use a slightly longer range adjustment, mainly because sometimes you're just swarmed with dinosaurs and it can be a little difficult to hit in a chaotic situation. But overall, I think it's a pretty good ability. I will like to add that this ability can hit multiple teammates. This could have been a bug during the beta test, but if it's not the case, then it's worth noting that a well-timed collateral heal of this magnitude can definitely make or break fights. Doc also comes equipped with a very large AoE healing field that will slowly regenerate all allies' health. It also has 2 stacks. I absolutely love this ability. It allows me to fire and forget, which is always fun in my opinion. The Witchdoctor's ultimate ability is basically an explosive AoE around yourself that full heals all nearby allies. And yes, that does include overheal, which we'll talk more about later in the video. Doc also has a mobility ability, but for some reason I forgot to record it in the training ground, so I do apologize for not being able to show it here, but we will see it a few times in the gameplay and we'll be able to talk more about it then. Now, let's get into that video where I played Witchdoctor for the very first time, and let's talk about some things that I noticed that I definitely could have done better and may have turned the tide for me and my team. The first thing I'd like to mention is I definitely feel like I could have chosen a better rig. While the shoulder cannon did provide some extra damage, I do feel like there are other aspects that could have been better explored using a rig like the healing attachment. Often I feel like these character roles can benefit from using a rig in a different aspect, such as Zephyr using a shield to boost survivability, which is more tank-like, or Krieger using a shoulder cannon that's more DPS-like to help increase that damage output, or even the healing rig on Krieger if you're having trouble surviving. However, I truly feel that the Witchdoctor could really benefit from using the healing rig, even though the suit itself is a healing class. I say this because Doc is the only healer so far that absolutely has to manage cooldowns in order to heal effectively. Unlike the other healers, Doc's primary attack does not heal allies, so this suit has to rely heavily on managing its cooldowns in order to keep the team alive and healthy. As you can see here, this is exactly what I mean. I may have been a bit conservative with my abilities, but I definitely feel like this is a good time to use the healing rig to get the team topped off before the next wave of enemies without sacrificing a charge to my AoE heal. With the additional healing from the rig, it would have been a lot easier to really keep my team topped off and also have my abilities ready for critical situations. So, you may have wondered, how does healing even work in this game? Sometimes the bar is white, sometimes the bar is green. So long as my team isn't dead, I'm doing good, right? Well, not necessarily. The way this game works is what you see in white is your regular health bar. In Doc's case, the suit has 400 health, so naturally this would be represented as 400 out of 400 at max health. However, all healing abilities in this game allow you to overheal, basically providing additional padding which shows as green over your white health bar, which can be represented as any number over 400 over 400. It looks like it takes about 25% of your maximum HP, and like that's what you can get as your overheal max. So with Witchdoctor having 400 health, 25% of that is going to be 100. So at max overheal, Witchdoctor can have 500 out of 400 health points. This is absolutely crucial to becoming a successful healer because you should always aim to have you and your party at full green not just white. The green overcharged health will slowly deteriorate over time, so it is something to constantly keep an eye on while you are completing objectives with your team.
It's following me around.
T-Rex is on the move. Pursue it. Summoning gas neosolars. Summoning raptors.
Ouch. Oh yeah, that was great.
I'm glad we got some footage of this. There is one last unique aspect of this game that goes hand in hand with the rigs, and that is the utility items. These items can be found after defeating dinosaurs. It will look like glowing icons on the ground, and there are a few different items that can drop. However, here we will see the wall item that I used to block this choke point. The wall will block oncoming projectiles and dinosaurs, and you can shoot through it, just like any other ally shield in the game. This feature was severely underused in the beta, so now that we know a little bit more about this type of item, I hope that we see more players use these items in the game when it releases in July, as they can definitely change the pace of a PvP match depending on how well it's used, like placing a turret in a really nice corridor, or a platform so that a sniper can get a nice high vantage point on the enemy team.
Progress with a Stage 1 dinosaur upgrade.
Remember that mobility I was talking about? Well, here's that front flip ability that launches Witchdoctor forward. It's perfect for repositioning when you're in a not so safe area.
Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Warning, you will now commence the final
Alright,
mission.
going into the last mission.
Brace yourselves.
So,
Collect energy
it is the
cartridges located throughout the battlefield.
it is the
You may
same
also
thing.
eliminate hostile
Cartridges.
exofighters and take their energy
Which I find pretty
cartridges.
fun. It offers a lot of
New
opportunity
energy
for PvP.
cartridges will appear soon.
Yeah, I kinda like Witchdoctor, I'm not gonna lie.
Have been placed.
I feel like I'm doing a pretty decent job at keeping people alive.
My choice. You're welcome.
I do feel like if I had a healing rig, I would have been less likely to try to save my healing for a critical moment, but I will admit I could have dropped another AoE heal to help keep my team alive. Though, in reality, one of our players disconnected briefly, so our odds at winning this fight were pretty low anyway.
Oh, he just got knocked off. Damn. Don't die.
50 cartridges acquired. I have awarded the enemy team a dominant. They may complete
Dude, they've been winning already. Why did they get a dinosaur? They've been winning this whole time. We finally get the lead, and they're like, alright, I'm gonna give them a dinosaur. It's like, well, fucking... Where was our dinosaur at? Like, god damn. Why are we not... Oh, there's only 2 left. Okay. I'm gonna die.
The enemy team has activated the dominant. Enemy controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize this destruction. Initiating environmental.
I'm dead. Dude, like, come on. They get a Triceratops. We have not gotten a single dinosaur.
I will say this was a bit disappointing. I'm unsure if this was a mistake because the game was in beta, but the enemy team did get a second Apex dinosaur here, and we had been losing basically the entire game, so it really felt unfair in this situation. However, this does bring us to the infamous Dragoon flip off the map. Though we are saved by the gliding ability that most characters seem to have in the game, this still was terrifying as, again, this was my first time on Witchdoctor. I didn't even know if he had a glide or not, and I would have been so embarrassed if I fell off the map, but I ended up dying anyway. That's okay though.
I was sprinting. You can't sprint and shoot.
Help. Summoning Stellar Neosaurs. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus. New energy cartridges will appear soon. been placed.
So, we finally get our dinosaur. Thank goodness, because here is one of those times I poorly managed my cooldowns and actually was unable to heal my teammate. This is exactly why I think Doc will end up being the highest skill cap healer, because this suit is the only suit that can't just heal on demand out of the healing class suits. So this was a bit of a risky play, however my team was not paying attention to the objective of this mission, and so I took it upon myself to force the team to follow me towards the cartridge area to collect them, which is the whole objective of this game mode. I did die, but my plan worked as they followed me, rezzed me, and collected a good amount before they disappeared.
Oh, we lost.
What
Alright.
makes the drink work?
You ain't wrong.
New
Alright, let's go.
energy cartridges will appear soon.
I'm sticking with this guy.
Energy cartridges have been placed. 80 cartridges acquired. Victory is new. Demonstrate exemplary combat.
These cartridges,
ability by defeating
guys.
the enemy team.
Oh! I'm gonna die. Fuck, I didn't get a chance to. Oh.
Fighter eliminated.
Oh, nice.
Energy acquired.
Oh no, he almost had the res. There it is.
Your victory is within sight. Work together to collect the cartridges. Hostile exofighter eliminated. Energy acquired. Initiating environmental reset. Dinosaurs will be removed.
Oh yeah, good shit.
Hostile exofighter eliminated.
Did he say an apple a day? Oh, his personality is perfect. He said an apple a day. He's the witch doctor. That's great.
Be careful, because there is a slight wind up to your ultimate. Unfortunately, I died here while charging my ultimate and didn't get it off. This really could have turned the tide of the battle.
Initiating environmental reset. Dinosaurs will be removed. Summoning raptors. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning sniper neosaurs.
Oh man, we are getting wrecked all of a sudden.
And there you have it. Unfortunately, we did lose this match, but I had a ton of fun. And that's what's important, right? Right? Man, we should have won that. As I've said before, Witchdoctor definitely has potential to be the highest skill-capped healer. A lot of this depends on changes that are made upon release, and particularly what the meta will be come July. Will teams gravitate towards having 2 healers per team? Or will this game break the meta and start showing 3 DPS or 2 tanks? I guess we'll find out in July. I'll see you then.